Hi everyone, my name is Robert Voss, and I am going to be talking about how to record a video. This can be useful for many different classes, as some classes require you to record yourself giving a presentation or a speech. We're going to go over a couple different options on how to do this, including PowerPoint and Zoom. Let's go ahead and get started with Zoom. So to get started, we're going to open up your presentation in PowerPoint. One note is that for both softwares that we are going to use today, you will want to be using the desktop version of that software. It has allowances for more of the features that I'm going to showcase today, and just that way you have a similar experience to me and don't have to figure out as much on your own. Because sometimes software can be a little bit finicky. So to begin, we're going to open up the Insert tab right here, because we want to add our face to the presentation. Now I am doing it in a different way, and so what we want to actually add it into PowerPoint. So what we want to do is we want to click on Cameo here. We want to click this drop down. We want to click this. We want to click just this slide. We want to click this slide as opposed to all slides because we're going to change some of the properties with our camera, and we want to ensure that we don't have to redo this a bunch of times. So we're going to go ahead and click this slide. Okay, we're going to say okay. We're going to let it. I'm going to go ahead and close Designer because I want to focus on the design that has already been made for me, and I don't want it messing it up. So I'm going to go ahead and move my face over here so that instead of being in the bottom right, let's say we want our camera to be in the top right. So what you can do is you can just click and drag. Click and drag. Let's say there. Perfect. The other thing you'll want to do is we want to come up here, click preview, and choose the correct camera. Now on most devices you will only have one option, but if you have more than one, just choose the correct one. I only have one, so I'm going to go ahead and select it. And now we can start previewing the image by clicking this preview here. In order for me to do that, I have to disable my other camera sharing software, so I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Give me just 1 second. There we go. Okay. Now when I click preview, I show up here. Hello again. So now let's say that we want to change up the shape a little bit. I'm going to go with this hexagon. Perfect. I think we're in the right spot here. You can also crop if need be. You can go ahead and click crop, and then you can go ahead and crop. I don't feel the need to crop, but I just wanted to show you the option. And so now we're just about ready to start recording. But notice how up here it's only in one of our slides, not in all of them. To do this, we'll just go ahead and click this apply to all slides. And just like that, you'll see that it populates into all of our slide previews here. And so now we can actually record. To record, we'll go ahead and click on the record button up here and give our presentation. But let's say on this option here, we want to move this to the other side. You can do that for each individual slide. Just click, drag, and there we go. That way, in case it's interfering, you can go ahead and fix that. Now, I'll go back up to the top. I'll go ahead and click on record. And you'll notice that up top, we have a whole bunch of text here. And our presentation is actually really small. That is totally okay. It's going to record as full screen. The notes up top is how you can look directly at your camera and still see any notes that you might have had for your presentation. To actually get started, we'll go ahead and click on the big red button that says record. it'll give you a nice little countdown. And so now we are recording. And from here, it's just like giving any other presentation. You can use space to advance the slide. You can use your arrow keys. And you can click with your mouse. It will also work just fine on transitions, just in the typical way that you are used to. Once you're done, we'll go ahead and click on Stop Recording. And then you'll see that the export option has now popped up for us. So we'll go ahead and click Export. We'll go ahead and we'll say that that's okay. It's going into our Documents folder. We'll go ahead and click Export Video. And so we're just going to let that go ahead and export real quick. But if it's taking a while and you want to go do something else, you can go ahead and click Exit here. And you'll see that it's exporting still just down here. So we're going to go ahead and let that finish up real quick. Click with your mouse. Oops. And so now you'll see that it says video successfully exported. Awesome. Let's go ahead and move on to Zoom. What you'll want to do is you'll want to click on New Meeting. You want to make sure you join with computer audio. And there. Now we have a meeting. And so now you'll want to share your screen. So that way, again, you can show your presentation. But we're not going to do PowerPoint again. We're going to do something different. Let's say we need to do a Chrome. We need to share our browser for some reason. Oh, we'll just let Zoom think for a second there. We'll go ahead and click on our browser. We'll go ahead and click Share. And you'll see now we are sharing our screen. And my camera is up here in the top right. We can drag that around as necessary. And so now let's go ahead and record. So we'll say More. We'll say Record. And we'll go ahead and record to this computer.
Recording in progress.
You'll hear that it says Recording in Progress, giving you a nice prompt so that you can ensure that you are in fact recording. You also see this little red dot here that's pulsing. Again, just giving you an indication that you are in fact recording. So now you can go about your presentation. So this document here is a guide that was created by our CommLab tutors that kind of goes over how to create a good presentation and then what to do with your recording after you have finished it. And going through the video editing process and then what to do with it after. So after you are done with your recording, let's go ahead and stop that recording. So we'll go back to the same spot. We'll go More, Pause/Stop Recording, and then Stop
Recording stopped.
And again, you'll hear that Stop Recording prompt letting you know you are in fact done recording. We'll go ahead and stop our share. Then you'll want to go and end your meeting. If I can click the button. And then you'll end meeting for all. And then it will go through its own conversion process as well to convert your typical meeting into a recording. While we wait for that, it finished there. And it automatically opened it up. And you notice that there's 3 files in here. We have our audio track. We have Zoom's own weird file for configuring how it should be recorded. And then we have the actual video file itself. But let's say it didn't open up for you, or you closed it, and you want to know how to get back there. go ahead and open up Zoom again. Click on Open Recordings. We recorded it locally, so we'll go ahead and click Local Recordings. And then your most recent will be at the top. We'll go ahead and click View Local Recording. And then down here, it'll open up your File Explorer. And then bam, now we're back to our files. As I mentioned, I am going to include a couple of resources in the video description. One is another video talking more about the PowerPoint and some of the different options that you can do with your camera. And then the other video is a video created by one of the computer science professors here at Clovis Community, and it talks about how he uses a different software to record, and he uses it for his lectures, but he also has students use it for while they are doing their exams. And this software is actually the same software that I'm using to record this video for you. It's called OBS, and it is extremely powerful, but it is slightly more complicated than the options shown today. I hope you found this helpful. As well as the video description, I will also include a link to our Canvas page, which has more resources created by us here at the Tutorial Center that are very helpful, and I've even used as a student myself. Alright, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.